They adopted a boy no one wanted, but the truth about him was hidden. The rain hadn't stopped all morning. It painted streaks across the orphanage window like tears too tired to fall. Inside, rows of children's drawings curled at the edges on the walls, vibrant dreams trying to survive a gray reality. In the corner of the playroom, a boy sat alone, cross-legged, staring at a crumpled toy truck. His name was Eli. 7 years old. Silent, small, and almost invisible. No one knew much about him. Just that he'd shown up at the doorstep of St. Miriam's orphanage 2 years ago, unannounced, unclaimed, and unwilling to speak. He never smiled. He never cried. Across town, Lisa and Grant Walker had been trying to adopt for 5 years. After a decade of fertility treatments and 2 failed adoptions, their hope was fraying like the corners of a well-thumbed photo album. Still, something in Lisa wouldn't let go. One evening, while reviewing files at the agency, a photograph slipped from the stack. A little boy with haunted eyes. Eli. I've never seen this one before, she whispered. The social worker paused. He's difficult. Doesn't speak. No known relatives. Been passed over dozens of times. Lisa traced the edge of the photo. I want to meet him. When Lisa and Grant first arrived at St. Miriam's, Eli didn't run to them like other children. He didn't ask to be chosen. He didn't even look at them until Grant sat down beside him, pulled a toy soldier from his coat pocket, and set it gently between them. Eli blinked, tilted his head, and slowly reached for the toy. The adoption process moved faster than expected. Paperwork was signed. A bedroom was painted soft blue. New clothes were folded into drawers like promises. And one rainy Thursday, Eli left the only place he remembered for a home that would try to remember him. At first, it was like raising a ghost. Eli barely made a sound. He didn't laugh, didn't cry, and still hadn't spoken a single word. He flinched at sudden movements and refused to sleep with the door closed. But there were oddities. He never touched stuffed animals, only metal toys. He lined them up every night facing the window, all pointing east. He hated mirrors. Lisa caught him once, standing in front of the bathroom mirror at midnight, staring, unmoving, his reflection slightly delayed, as though it lagged behind reality. Then came the drawings. Dozens of them. Always the same. A tall man with no eyes, standing beside a house that looked nothing like theirs. One evening, Lisa received an anonymous call. Is this about Eli? The woman on the line asked. Lisa froze. Who is this? You don't know what you brought home. You think he's alone. But he never was. The line went dead. Grant called it a prank. A mistake. Lisa tried to believe him, until that night, when she found muddy footprints on the hallway floor. They were small, but there was a second set behind them. Larger. Lisa began keeping a baby monitor in Eli's room. At first, it was silence. Just the soft rustle of sheets and the creak of the old house. Then came the whispering. A voice, not Eli's, speaking low and fast, in a language Lisa didn't recognize. She recorded it, played it back for a linguist friend. It's not a language, he said. It's a pattern. Like code. The next night, Lisa stayed up and listened live. At exactly 3:03 a.m., the whispering started again. But this time, a single, chilling sentence broke through. He remembers too much. Lisa dove into records. Old police reports. Missing persons cases. Anything connected to Eli. And then she found it, a news clipping from a town 2 states over. A house fire. The photo of the burnt house was identical to the one in Eli's drawings. One child survived. A boy, around 5 years old. Name redacted. The article mentioned suspicions of cult activity. Symbols found on the basement floor. Neighbors claimed the boy never spoke again after the fire. It was Eli. Lisa drove there. The house was still in ruins. But beneath the ash, etched into the foundation, she found it, the same pattern as Eli's drawings. And something else, a symbol. A circle with 3 lines through it. The same symbol Eli had carved into the wall of his closet, in his sleep. Back at home, Lisa confronted him. Eli, she said gently, kneeling by his bed, what happened in that house? He didn't answer. His fingers trembled as he picked up the toy soldier Grant had given him on the first day. He turned it over in his palm. Then, for the first time in 2 years, Eli spoke. "He's coming back." The lights flickered. The room went cold. Outside, the wind screamed through the trees. And then, footsteps in the hallway. But Grant was asleep, and Lisa hadn't moved. She stood, heart racing, and opened the bedroom door. Empty. Only the lined-up metal toys facing the window. But one was missing. The soldier. Eli began speaking after that night. Slowly, carefully, as if weighing every word against some hidden ledger. He told them about the man with no eyes. About the nights in the basement. About how they tried to take his memories, but he hid one. Just one. The name of the man who led the rituals. Lisa searched it. Found an obituary. The man had died in prison 5 years ago. But when she looked at the mugshot, her blood turned to ice. It was their social worker. The one who'd handled Eli's file. The one who had vanished just days after the adoption was finalized. The same face. Older. Watching. Smiling. Sometimes the children no one wants are the ones someone tried hardest to hide. But the truth doesn't stay buried. Not forever.